Hello.
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome to our reaction of today's Pokemon Presents. Now we've both already watched it. It's not really a reaction. It's more of a discussion.
Discussion and analysis. I mean, we could skip over the meat and potato, or we could skip to the meat and potatoes. Excuse me.
I mean, there's some good stuff going. I mean, a lot of mobile app stuff they talked about today.
Yeah, like we're not the biggest Unite players. We
I
do
tried
play a
Unite.
lot of the pocket.
Unite was
Triumphant Light looks. We're hoping Triumphant Light brings us back to getting our freaking pools that we had.
Unite was
Uh,
the one
the
the one
MOBA.
with May and Brandon coming to it, right?
No, that was Masters
That
EX.
was Masters the Extra. I've played that before. Let's skip
Yeah, I
ahead
played a
here
little.
to Champions. I'm just gonna pull up the logo so this way we don't get demacked by Nintendo because they like to do that. So we have Champions here, which is a new Android iOS app that's
And
in
Switch.
development.
But more importantly, it's going to be on mobile.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just taking your classic Pokemon battles and putting them on your iPhone, Android phone, whatever you want. Um,
I mean, if we could dive a little bit deeper here, do you see this as the new replacement of just VGC? Like Scarlet, you have to bring your copy of Scarlet and Violet to Worlds. Could you see this as
but
a lower barrier of entry?
the whole point for me, which no, because like jailbroken iPhones would go crazy. If people still do that, I don't know. I talk in 2010 apparently still, but the
I
thing
mean, you
is,
got to bring it into today terms, though. I mean,
I don't know if people still jailbreak their phones. I haven't jailbroken a phone in like 15 years, so I can't tell you. But I mean, it's I guess, but you know, that's the whole that's the whole point of like why I still kind of like the Nintendo and Pokemon that held on to that last little shred of bringing my console everywhere I needed to go just to play a game with friends. I don't want I spend enough time a day on Instagram and doom scrolling all day on my phone. I don't need another thing that puts me on my phone. So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of this announcement.
I mean, I'm a fan of it because it's like Pokemon Stadium wherever you go. And the problem with Switch, the problem with like having a Switch everywhere is
It's clunky.
like, well, A, it's clunky. B, I have to replace the fan in here. Now I'm not going to. I have an external fan downstairs, um, that I just use to cool it, and then I'm just gonna wait till the Switch 2 drops and announces. But that's like it's just like connectivity stuff. Like I have seen like a lot of because like I actually dabbled in regulation with like no legendaries just
Hmm.
so I could goof around. And I had so many people drop connection and nothing had even happened in the battle. Like I wasn't like pub stomping somebody. In fact, one battle that dropped, I was getting pub stomped and I was like, "Oh, thank God it disconnected. Doesn't count for either of us."
I mean, but then what's the meta? Everybody switches to AT&T or Verizon and leaves T-Mobile because they can't get their Pokemon battles.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the new meta right there.
All right, boys,
Um,
we're in the AT&T meta these days, apparently.
Damn, I'm on the Verizon meta still. I gotta upgrade. But nah, but the big thing, I sent you a screenshot from Wolfie VGC's video when he was going over it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I saw that.
so where actually, could you fast forward in the video to where it shows like the Pokemon Home stuff real quick?
Is
It'll
that
be easier.
right here?
Right there, right there, right there.
Yeah.
So what
Let me turn
Wolfie
these closed
noticed that
captions
I
off.
kind of overlooked, so I'm crediting Wolfie real quick. This was
No, I can't turn the closed captions off.
oh yeah, because the guy's in Japanese and then
Oh
just the
yeah, that's
English.
true.
Yeah, so yeah, obviously you send your Pokemon to Pokemon Go. You deposit and withdraw from Pokemon Home. That's how we were all getting our shiny Meloetta earlier, a couple of
Which
months
which
ago.
which by the way is now like you can just get a chance to get that in in Pokemon Go, and I think that's kind of a slap in the face of the people who
Yeah,
found
it's
it kind of
slapping the dick more like it, dude. All right, when I heard, oh hey, another shiny Meloetta, I actually like scribbled that
right,
angrily.
right.
in my in my notes right here. I was yeah, but yeah, obviously your deposit withdrawal, and then it just says connect, because that
I mean,
screams to me. And then oh wait, yeah, it says it. It screams to me, and also says right there in the the fine print, you can't pull stuff from champions. So either the concern there is like if you deposit something from home into champions, you're not going to get it back.
well, it
That's
says
that's
Pokemon that you originally obtained in Champions cannot be deposited. So you
oh,
can obtain Pokemon in Champions; they can't be deposited into home. But everything else, you just move it back and forth from home into Champions. Champions probably back into home. But if you
yeah,
obtain the Pokemon in Champions, then you cannot capture, or you
transfer
can't
to
bring
your
it back
regular
to your
game.
Scarlet and Violet games. Or
Yeah,
I
I mean,
guess,
hey, I'm hoping maybe it's just the return of my favorite Gen 5 feature from when we were just goofing off battling before we really did EV/IV stuff.
the Battle
The Battle
Box.
Box.
Then we're also doing they did some Pokemon let oh I cut this poor man's name like all the way off. Um they're doing a Pokemon Latino America, Latin America, I said Latino, Latin America, international company, so I guess Pokemon's reaching new boundaries there. They're crossing new boundaries, so that's
Yeah.
good for them.
Y-
Yeah,
yeah,
good
the
stuff.
gist of the announcement there was they're actually going to have a 10th language to pick now, and that's
Yeah.
Latin American Spanish, not just Spain Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. Which it's good. The office I think they said was in Mexico was really
See,
beautiful.
yeah,
It looks good.
yep.
Oh, excuse me, I
Oh,
got a
I'd be
cough.
remiss, just as a funny man on the internet, it'd be remiss if I didn't mention Pokemon Sleep, the Darkrai Cresselia event
And I
that
saw
they're doing.
Darkrai. I was like, oh, this is Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah, I was like, hey, we're gonna have
Let me
Night
see if I
Terrors playing
can.
Pokemon.
Let's see if I can't go back to. I have to ask a question.
Yeah,
Why is the room he's in so sterile? Like that, it's so off-putting.
yeah, it is very, very bright in there.
It used to be like I don't know. It used to be different, but
It
now
used to
it's
be
just
like an office, like
yeah.
like had like a bookshelf
He
with all
looks
the
like
stuff
he's in
on
like
it.
a Make a Wish room right now.
Good lord, man.
Dude, I've been watching a
Nah,
lot of dude videos, so my comedy's a little skewed, so you guys are gonna have to forgive me.
yeah. Oh
Also,
yeah, and then Pokemon Cafe just murdering Applins.
yeah, I was about to bring that up. That hold on, let me see if I can actually get that. That looks good. Oh god, the cursed
Yeah.
text. The cursed text.
Oh no.
There we go. Okay, I played like 2 seconds. Nintendo, don't sue me.
Murdering Applins
Soda for
for
your
your jelly
jelly
sodas.
soda.
How dare you?
There it is. Okay, so yeah, that is the
The
stuff.
Night Terror event.
The night terror event for Pokemon Sleep. No, Darkrai and Cresselia. Fun stuff. I know you and I were hoping for Triumphant Light to be good
Save
here.
our pools.
Save our pulls because my pulls for the newest 2 packs have been trash. Like
Yeah,
I don't
and
know if they like fixed the rates or whatever, but it just hasn't been good.
oh my god, like the myth, like honestly my pulls were not terrible for genetic apex, but oh my god, nothing came close to Mythical Island
Mythical
because
Island Mew packs, yeah.
it took me forever to get the Pikachu EX, with like the
That was like my
pretty
second pack I pulled.
cutscene. Yeah, lucky bastard.
Dude, you saw my pulls because you were getting them from the Wonder Picks. Like you
Yeah, I
saw
did.
my
I was like,
legendary
holy
pulls I was getting in that, dude. And it's just like
yeah.
I just haven't gotten anything good recently.
Yeah, I mean, we're not spending a shitload of money on the game, if any money at all. And
And
I
then
completely like when I was writing a note on it, I guess on Triumphant Light, I missed this, so that's why I messaged you earlier. And
oh yeah, the
honestly,
gifts.
I finally got another 2-star card. I'll pull it up the picture real quick. It's hopefully I can show it on camera. Let's see. It took me a long
It
time to get another 2-star, but
it
I
just
got
gave me a
the
Blastoise EX and said get good nerd. Oh yeah, that's the one it gave me. Or no, Charizard. It gave me a Charizard EX. You got the
You have the
Blastoise.
Charizard EX, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not the full art, dude.
I
It's
don't
just a
even have
normal.
a Blastoise deck. I need the Charizard, man.
It's just a normal Charizard EX. It's nothing.
Like the regular
Yeah,
Charizard
yeah. It
EX.
was
Oh,
nothing like
I
cool.
see. I have that one. Um, but yeah, I got Exeggutor out of my Charizard pack, the one where you flip a coin and do 40 more damage. And then my Mewtwo pack gave me another Mewtwo EX, not the fancy one. I already have like 5 of those. But honestly, the fact that I finally got another 2-star after
It,
so long,
in the packs we were talking about that were having terrible pulls, and it's Space Time Smackdown.
yeah, Space Time Smackdown has just been
It has
pretty
been.
bad to your boys.
It has not been good. It has not been a blessing at all.
I finally got Yanmega EX today out of a wonder pick of a stranger. So
I
I can't remember your username, but thank you.
I keep getting Japanese kids in mine. I guess because I have a few Japanese friends on here.
Okay.
That's probably why. But I'm just like, what is happening?
Yeah, I haven't really added anybody I don't know on there.
I have like kids that I just had really good battles with. I'm pulling a pack right now. Nothing good. Um,
Uh,
I
what 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 was the highest diamond level?
2.
Oh man,
There was just a Kabuto and a Ninetales.
do I have any Pokegold that I can cut it down? Let me see if I Dialga or Palkia if I can do this.
Probably Puck, yeah. So let's just let's get into it. I feel like this is where most of the I wouldn't say argument but debate is going to be. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
so
because
I'm just
there's
gonna pull up
positives and negatives for it,
I'm gonna
for
pull up the
sure.
logo here and see if we
Oh,
can.
there's Zygarde's
There's
glowing
Zygarde.
butthole, everybody.
Yeah, they really just like dog buttholed everybody on the internet. There we go. All right. Pokemon Legends ZA, another Legends game. You know what? Well, I'm gonna touch on one more thing for Champion. Does that mean that moving forward, they're not going to do like the traditional? You catch Pokemon, you go to the gyms, anymore? Are they finally going to a more story driven narrative Pokemon game, or is like this just like, hey, if you want your competitive battling fix, go to Champions. Everything else is going to be like narrative and story driven.
Uh, you know what? That is actually a really good question. I still feel like you're gonna have your classic Pokemon experience, but you're gonna have everything tied to the like everything competitive, maybe tied to champions going forward. It's a good experiment. Hi, Claire. Wait, please don't touch the microphone. Um, but if you
Yeah, imagine fighting two of them off.
want to rewind back to where the Tepig and the Totodile were fighting with the rival, or maybe that's fast forward.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's fast forward.
I don't want to show too much of a thing like footage.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I
I mean,
don't
we're not
know
gonna do
if
footage, but I think this is gonna be the new mainline fighting battle mechanic, and this is the testing of it, where champions will
so.
have your classic turn base.
So my thing is this, right? Like I'm glad you've like put in somewhat of a new mechanic because I saw it was on a reel that Darren sent me that people were reacting to it earlier and they were talking about what was it? It was how when you watch the anime and Ash would be like, "Oh, Pidgeot, dodge that attack now," and Pidgeot would actually do it, and you're like, "Man, I wish I could do that in the game." I kind of liked that a little bit, but like I mean, mechanics that have been in like video games for years now, I can't get excited about it when Pokemon's like, look at this brand new thing. And I'm like, yeah, something that's been done 20 years ago. Let's look at this brand new thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
And I don't know if it was like an error in the translation or something, but like, it to me, it sounded like they were trying to say, like, Mega Evolutions is this brand new thing. And I'm like, no, like, we had this 10 years. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, they balanced it. If you want to fast forward to the where they showed off Mega Evolution with Absol or Charizard in the game, real quick, like in a battle.
that was around here somewhere.
Yeah, doing this on the fly, everybody.
So there's also something that was very concerning to me. Oh,
Yeah, wait. Yeah, just like skip it ahead a couple of seconds.
this.
You'll see. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, pause.
Yeah, I got you.
Look in the lower right.
Yeah, I see that ability thing down there.
Yeah,
The
it's
UI
a
looks
time.
great.
It's on a time. Yeah, like the UI looks fantastic. I love it. But in the lower right corner, that pink meter, I think they balanced
that's a
Mega
timer.
Evolution by timing it exactly.
But I want it like, can I split the time between two Pokemon so I can Mega Evolve two Pokemon? Because I always hated the fact that you could only Mega Evolve one.
Yeah, it's like with Mega Evolution, yeah, like if you're gonna use two Megas in a battle, that would be insanely slanted.
It says
Um,
unlock a
I mean,
new power, turning the tides of battle in its favor. I thought that pink bar was like a super attack. Maybe it was a
wait,
timer.
wait. Show that Garbodor again, getting messed up by the Kangaskhan.
Where was that? Well, podcast is just gonna go down. It's fine.
Holy crap! Do you see what I'm looking at?
What the Trubbish all around?
Yeah, the Trubbish and the AOE.
An AOE attack. Again,
Yeah.
like I can't get.
Bulldoze is typically not an AOE move, right?
I think it is. I can't remember.
No.
The last time it's been 2 years since I last battled a Pokemon, so I can't remember.
Hang on. I'm gonna pull up Bulbapedia right now, but
even
continue.
again, like AOE attack, something that one isn't new to the game, two isn't like new to gaming itself. Like I'm not saying they need to reinvent the wheel, even though like Pokemon were originally at one point the innovators of like game mechanics and stuff. I just
Yeah,
want, the only thing I want is the story is good and is there replayability
Oh.
and is there substance.
all right. It Bulldoze does affect adjacent. Okay,
Okay, so
never
it
mind.
wasn't
I
AoE.
thought it was gonna be like a single target kind of thing,
The-
turning into an AOE. Got
so if you allow me to have the floor for a second, I did write down some concerns for this. Oh, hardcore parkour, by the way. That's
Oh yeah, the
also
hardcore parkour.
I
I
wrote that
literally
down in my
almost said
notes.
that out loud at my desk at work when I was watching. I was like, "Oh shit, hardcore parkour!"
I was we're Assassin's Creeding Pokemon now. I don't
Yeah.
remember where exactly it was in the trailer, but
Here
here we go. Oh, no, the perfect freeze frame. Perfect
freeze frame.
right there. Hardcore parkour, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hate hardcore parkour.
I was like, oh, we're Assassin's Creed now, huh? So if you allow me to have the floor for a
Mirror's
second,
Edge.
I do, yeah, the Poke's Edge. I do have some concerns that I wrote down.
All right, let
So-
me hear them, and I'll tell you if I concur or maybe
They
curb
only
your
talk
concern.
about Lumio City, and that
Yeah,
makes me
that's-
concerned that you cut the map to Lumio City, and I don't have access to the rest of the Kalos region. Which I like the
Yeah.
Kalos region. I did. I think I liked X and Y a little more than you did.
Yeah, so that's been confirmed since the original announcement trailer. However, I'm gonna send you the link to the website. They expanded the city, so it's just going to be a much larger
I
city
know it's
now.
gonna be a much larger city, but like the part of me that knows behind this invisible wall, there's a whole region that could have been played. Kind of bugs me a little bit. Maybe I
Yeah.
finished the main story. Maybe I want to go battle the gyms. Maybe I want to go battle the other gyms. Maybe I want to. What is this in the future? Maybe I want to see what the characters that I went on an adventure with all those years ago. What are they up to now? That's the substance that Pokemon's always been missing. What are these people up to now? I'm glad every now and again I get to peer into what Red and Blue have been up to, but I want to know what the rest of them are doing. What's Brandon doing? What's May doing? What's Dawn doing? Did Barry finally quit being a puss?
Yeah, I feel like Barry is just trying to get his dad's approval at the battle tower still.
He probably is. He's been out there every day. But like that's
Yeah.
the substance that Pokemon's been missing. And like I said this, right? And I know these two things don't correlate, but I watched one of the Digimon movies. It was either this year or it was this year. It's called Last Evolution Kizuna, and I probably butchered it, but in that movie, I've been kids with Matt and Ty. They were out getting beer together in college in that movie. I'm like, dude, this is what I need from Pokemon. I'm not saying beer, but I need like
Yeah,
what are
you
these
need to
characters
see
doing?
what these characters have been up to. I get it.
Like I just feel like they're just
Um,
idle NPCs just waiting for me to pick that game back up.
I mean, I feel like at this point, we're like they're not showing us everything because I think this
obviously.
is gonna be it's gonna be
It's
a
a
Switch
Switch
2
2
launch
launch
title.
title, yeah.
It has to be at this point
Well,
because they didn't
they didn't have a
confirm.
date, so it's gonna be a Switch
They
2
didn't
launch
confirm a
title.
date. Yeah, so I think the next time we're gonna get information is April 2nd is when the Switch 2 direct is.
Which that'll probably come out in like September, October, November, one of those months.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna get more info then or in the summer when they do another Nintendo Direct.
But this game has to, because all right,
Because here's the question:
I'm not gonna go over the albatross in the room. I'm gonna let you ask your question. I'm gonna go into my point here, and then
where
I
the
think
fuck is Clement?
that's that's what I want to know. Like,
Yeah, because he's the gym leader in the town, and the gym is Prism Tower.
I also didn't like because you touched on this earlier. I also didn't like the fact that like I don't like the KO mechanic. You know, I don't like
Really?
because it's too much of a safety net. Pokemon already is too much of a hand holding series. Like, give me at least a little bit of a challenge. Give me that little bit of a threat where I have to put some strategy into catching Pokemon. Not
Well,
all right, hyper
you go to-
blast this Caterpie into oblivion so I can capture it.
okay. Could you go to the battle where you're fighting the Flaffy on the roof?
Is this after the hardcore parkour or before the hardcore?
This is after the trailer when they're like kind of going over everything. Or even that Fletchling right there. So can you? Yeah, you see
I think
the
that was just a
the
catch.
yeah, that is just a catch. Do you see the yellow arrows though?
Yeah, I see the yellow arrows.
I think that's a catch indicator, like a probability indicator.
Well, oh.
Yeah, and if you go to the beginning of the Flaffy fight real quick,
Yeah, I see the arrows going up, but still, like,
I
I
think
don't want the probability indicator. I want to. I want to go through the stress that I've been going through for 20 years where I pack like 35 great balls and I'm going to go, you're going to get in this Pokeball and you're going to like it. I don't want the
Well-
safety net. I don't care about the indicators or anything. I'm paying too much to the trailer. I don't want the safety net. I don't need the safety net. I've been playing this game.
yeah, I
for
mean, we haven't played this
27
game for
years.
years. I understand we've been playing this game for 27 years, yeah, because it came out in 1998, in the U.S. But at least they're doing something to innovate instead of just
not-
taking a scoop of shit and plopping it on her plate. Like,
It's not
I
that
think,
innovative.
like,
to me.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Guys like us, we ain't gonna use it. We're just gonna chuck balls until it fucking works. This is actually giving a visual idea if you want to strategize something. I don't mind it.
I just
At
think
all?
it's too much. This series has been so railroady since Sun and Moon that like now you're giving me another mechanic where you're idiot proofing the game. You're one step away from being an idle mobile game. That's literally what you are at this point. You were one.
I don't think it's that far. I don't
you
think
were
it's
one
that.
idiot proof safety net feature away from being an idle mobile game at this point. Like I'm sorry.
And
I want the challenge. I want I want the challenge. I want the stress of the game, you know, because that's what
Now-
makes it fun.
now going back to the knockout thing. What if you just want the XP? You don't have to catch it. It just gives you the option.
It gives
I
you
think
the option,
that's
but
where-
now I
I
have
think
to
that-
spend like
I
another
think that's
35
where-
seconds in battle.
No, you
waiting for
don't.
this
You just
dizzy
walk away from
animation.
it.
No, you just walk away from it.
Yeah, I think you just walk away from it.
I hope you could just walk away from it because I don't want to spend another 10 seconds in this battle waiting for this thing to feel like if it's Disney or not, or if it wants to run away.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like you knocked it out, and it's just like like Mortal Kombat fatality stumbling. But
I will say
think-
this. I will say this. It makes more sense canonically and gameplay wise rather than you knock a Pokemon out and it just randomly fades into the ether. I
Well,
will
yeah, I
say
mean,
that.
I think the lore on Pokemon has just completely glanced over that they can shrink down like that.
Well, no, what I mean is, it's rather than like, oh, you knocked out this Onyx and it just randomly disappeared. I mean, you mean to tell me like a 200 pound like rock snake just disappeared after I knocked it out?
That's a very light Onyx.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just basic baby.
I know you're just exaggerating. I'm
I'm
just being
I'm
funny.
just putting like the number out there. You mean to tell me you mean to tell me I knocked out this Steelix and it randomly just disappeared into another? So I will say that's a positive for it. I just don't want the safety net.
Yeah,
I
I
know
mean,
guys like us
it's
aren't gonna
like
use it, but like
yeah, like it's just it gives you the option. I think it's more giving you the option. Like, okay, you get
I wish you
so
could turn it off.
instead of like 2 little arrows, you have 3, like with the Flaffy. It's like, okay, you have a slightly better chance. If it doesn't catch, it's gonna disappear. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it
This
is.
freeze frame makes it look like Totodile about to poop on the floor. I mean, you're
Bad
probably right.
Totodile.
It's probably some kind of a catch indicator, but like, I don't. Just like my
don't
problem with Scarlet
Never
and
tell
Violet
you the
was,
odds.
yeah, exactly. And like my problem with Scarlet and Violet is, dude, I had probably over 400 critical catches in that game. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
well, yeah. Well, let me ask you this: what ball were you using the most?
A Pokeball.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh? I thought you were about to say quick ball because
No.
if it works on the first try, it's always a crit capture for the quick ball. That's why I saw so many
a
of them.
Pokeball. Literally, John, I'm not even lying to you, like a Pokeball. Maybe my game
Yeah.
was just bugged. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's Scarlet and Violet. Of course, it's bugged.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh, I forgot what game I was
Come
talking
on,
about.
man. Come on, man. All right, what's your next concern?
I did write down some positives too.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, let's just touch on this.
It's not
The
too
more
bad.
condensed environments look great.
I like
I-
it, but like the whole point to me of Pokemon was exploring that region, capturing different various types of Pokemon, and not being confined into one city and be like, go to Wild Zone B. And it's like, yeah, that's like it. It's the watered down Pokemon experience. And the thing is, I'm not going to touch on the albatross that's been hanging over Pokemon's neck. We all know the elephant in the room is there. We're not going to talk about the elephant in the room.
No, talk about the elephant. Just mention it at least.
I'm not even going to mention it because it's.
Listen, there's so many elephants that you could be mentioning. I don't know which one you mean. Please
I'll
tell
tell
me.
you. I'll tell you after the podcast.
All right, fair.
But I need to know: is this the game that's going to win back the favor of the fan base and forgive them for past sins of just shoveling out bullcrap?
I mean,
now,
the
and
fact
you'll
that they're
pick
not
up. Go
the
ahead.
fact that they're not confirming a date means they're really still hammering it out, the details of the game, hammering
I
out
hope so.
what's good. Because, like, yeah, we like the UI how it looks right now, but it's not done yet.
I hope not, because I just realized something. Look at Totodile's health bar and then the numbers.
33.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
even. Oh God.
Oh no! Oh no! Click away! Click away!
Oh
Click
no.
away! Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Get it
Dude,
off
yeah,
my
I
screen.
gotta. Hold on,
get
hold
us
on.
a-
I'm getting us demacked.
Cut
Hold
the
on.
logo! Cut the logo!
I can't. Every time I skip ahead, it's just there.
It hurts. It fucking
Oh,
hurts.
There we go. We can get these two. We can get the
The Dene and Swirlix, yes.
Slurpuff. Also is my favorite Pokemon because the word slur is in there. It's hilarious.
Jesus Christ, man.
My thing
Oh,
is
we gotta get you off that side of Instagram.
dude. Instagram is cooked.
Yeah,
But
all
is
your
this the
AI
game?
Jesus videos.
Dude, I got like 7 of them in a row, and I started getting really scared.
We need to get you more of the alley oop smack.
And the thing is, and I think you're about to touch it. I think you'll pick up on the elephant in the room once I touch on this. I do think Pokemon needs some healthy competition. There's a Digimon game that's coming out later on this year. A new Monster Hunter game that's coming out. Atlas just had Metaphor come out. I think there's a new Shinigami game coming out.
Yeah.
Look at what's happening with Overwatch and Rivals, right? Rivals kicked down the door, took the crown off of Overwatch's head, but Overwatch didn't lay down and cry. They said, all right, we respect that, but we're going to come back for that crown. You better be ready for us.
Yep, and honestly, I messed around with the perk system last night on Overwatch. I know it's not a Pokemon thing we're talking about right now, but
Well, it's going to
I
circle back to
enjoy
the
it.
point. It's going to circle back to
Yeah,
my point.
yeah, but like we definitely need some competition here. I feel like Pokemon has been sitting in a Vince McMahon era level of creative.
Yes, I can agree with that. They need to stop being so scared and take the training wheels off because guess what? Let's just say the Switch 2 fails, right? And let's just say this new Pokemon game fails. Just follow me.
I mean that's
People
gonna
are still
okay. Real quick, for the Switch 2 to fail, that something cataclysmic needs to happen. Pokemon
it's called the
more
Steam
likely
Deck.
to fail than the Switch 2.
It's called the Steam Deck.
Yeah, we've been dealing with the Steam Deck since the Switch came out too.
It overtook it at one point, I think.
Yeah, like because one's a PC shaped Switch, and the other's just a Steam Deck shaped Nintendo console.
The other one is just a Wii U in a smaller, slimmer fashion.
Hey! Don't disrespect the Switch like that.
You know my feelings on the Switch. What was I saying? I mean, Pokemon has like let's just say these things fail, right? People, I mean, I'm pretty sure Microsoft would jump in and take Pokemon, and then you get all the Pokemon games on Game Pass. That would be pretty fire. Sony might take a crack at it. Steam might take a crack at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more likely that Sony would make the play because
Would they?
I mean, we're going to be seeing Xbox
Would
on
they?
PlayStation soon. With well, I mean,
Because
when I saw Forza in
Sony
the store, I was like, oh, see, insert the gif of CJ from San Andreas at the beginning of the game when he goes into his mom's house.
Well, you know what other games Sony currently deals with and is backing, right?
Which one?
The game that shall not be mentioned when you speak of Pokemon.
Palworld?
Yeah.
I thought that was more Xbox. I haven't seen it on PlayStation yet.
I think it's coming, but they're backing them through the thing I wasn't trying to bring up. And that's the thing. Like healthy competition is healthy. If somebody comes for the Pokemon crown, that should have been Pokemon stepping up and being like, all right, this year, like, or even next year, 2026, we're swinging big. Like Overwatch said, all right, season 15, we are doing perks. Season 16, stay tuned because that's when we're really gonna cook.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like with that lawsuit, it's kind of weird. I honestly, going through like a lot of the PAL designs, I did see the plagiarism that people are talking about, and some people are turning a blind eye to. But it's just like at the same, like that's what gets me. But then like the terms,
thing is,
it's for the terms of the lawsuit. That was weird because I was like, guys, the assets from your games are right there. What do you mean the catching system? It's a catch game. Of course, there's going to be some similarity.
I mean,
but you're going
we
after.
Can't talk about the plagiarism without some of the Gen 1 Pokemon and some of the sprites from the first Dragon Quest game. So
yeah,
but you can't crap on your own front door. I'm sorry.
But wasn't Dragon Quest also a Nintendo property at the time too?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that Akira Toriyama was like, please steal my designs.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. You're right. I just feel like the overlap there is a lot easier to stomach with the plagiarism.
Some of it was
is it plagiarism? Absolutely. But it's you're under the same umbrella, which I kind of get why they did it like that.
Let me bring this up, right? The one that everyone likes to bring up, Anubis and Lucario. I mean, sure, let me be an ancient Egyptian and sue Pokemon for my god. You know what I mean?
What? Well, let's look at the one that I was kind of referring to, the Cinderace and the Grass Cinderace.
Oh, I haven't played Pal World in a while.
Yeah, the Grass Cinderace. I think one pal actually has Pokemon assets as part of its like design, like kind of like accents to its design. It's literally pulled from a Pokemon game. That's stuff that I would understand that'd be sued over, but it's not the main thing that was being sued over, which I thought was weird.
I'm trying to find the Cinderace and Grass Cinderace.
Let me just see.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
That one's a little more egregious, but all the rest of them, I mean,
Yeah, there's a shitload of egregious ones for sure, but like whatever. At this point, whatever. Let the games exist.
well, that's why everyone's like, okay, yeah, that's true, but like, you guys spent so many years just like beating down your fans that like you didn't want to make a better game. Somebody came from the Crown and you tried to sue them, and I got to give. I know this isn't a Blizzard podcast, but I got to give Blizzard their props. They're like, we're gonna come back for that crown. You guys better be ready for a fight. That's all I want Pokemon to do is put up a fight. You guys have been at the top spot for what, 27 years now? The Digimon has its core fan base. Persona's getting a little more popular than you guys right now. And, you guys are starting to slip backwards a little bit. Shinigami
I thought
Tensei.
Persona. Well, yeah,
Well,
I wouldn't call
3,
Persona
4.
like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. Like, yeah, they're JRPGs. I wouldn't put them in the same category
Well,
as Pokemon.
they're kind of mon catching. You do capture, not like with
Oh,
balls or anything, but like you do collect monsters. It's all monster collection. That's all it is. Like your
okay,
persona, you do collect personas.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
I mean, it's just like step it up. Like
that's all I
I
want them to
mean,
do. I love this fan base. You know it.
I feel like the reason they're taking so long on this one is because they heard everybody's shit on Scarlet Violet because that game was literally puked out.
That
and
nothing
they
like that never
and
needs
they
to happen again.
and they didn't even like they could have done a lot more with Legends Arceus. That's
Well, I've
because like
always
you
said
had
that.
yeah
Legends Arceus was a step in the
the
right direction.
Daybreak the Daybreak story. I like that. Give me more of that.
I never
But no,
beat it.
instead you kind of just shipped Arceus off into the corner. Like, dude, you had something cooking. Continue to cook. That's my hopes on this. Like this is a continuation
I don't
of
think
the
they're
cooking
cooking
they had
enough. There was like they put the minimum, they put salt and pepper in their seasonings, and then everyone was like, oh, this is good. Nah, dude, give me a little bit of garlic powder, give me a little bit of paprika. Come on, give me some seasoning. I want some seasoning.
Daybreak Story was hinting at the garlic powder, but then they just stopped.
But like the thing is, like, dude, like, you want to talk about a game that has some seasoning, that has some flavor? Black and White too. Those games had Oris. Those games had seasoning. Those games had flavor. It is just like you guys got scared of seasoning the Pokemon games and just started bringing out like salt and pepper.
Yep.
I'm still gonna get it. I'm still gonna play it. I'm probably gonna get a Switch too. I've barely touched my Switch, but don't in hopes that maybe we can natively port Kingdom Hearts over to the Switch, even though I have it on my Steam Deck.
Speaking of which, you know what is starting in? Let me just see what time it is in UTC real quick. If you have your Switch on you.
It's dead. It's literally sitting in the corner with my other Switch on top of it. Just
well,
there.
this is something we forgot to mention in the beginning when we were going through the stuff that wasn't the meat and the potatoes.
Yeah, the raids for Scarlet and Violet, right?
Yeah, as of recording right now, the Meowscarada starts in 4 minutes.
There you go.
And my cat is just trying to fight for screen time, everybody in this podcast. Bear, say hi to the nice to the nice people.
My two left me a while ago. I have no idea where they are.
Aren't you lucky?
Oh, that's why they have each other. So like they barely pay me any attention. They only pay me attention when they want it.
Yeah, she's not the biggest fan of other animals. Like she'll just hide from them.
So like you have Meowscarada February 28th. No, it's tomorrow, dude. It starts tomorrow UTC.
No. Yeah, 000 UTC.
Oh, 000 midnight. Yeah. So
yep, midnight. So
midnight UTC to March 6th. Then March 7th is Skolourge to the 13th. And then the 14th to the 20th is the worst water Pokemon I've ever seen come out.
Why are you hating on my duck like that?
Bro, I wanted to punt that stupid little duck.
Look, I'm a little upset it wasn't a pirate duck.
I don't know why. I don't know. These three were the weakest starters. I'm not gonna lie. Especially like, dude, the last generation starters, the Sword and Shield starters, they were pretty fire.
Yeah, they cooked with that. I mean, when I saw Grass Monkey, I was just like, and we are just calling you Grass Monkey, and every time we battle, we're turning on Brass Monkey by the Beastie Boys.
Dude, I rolled with Incineroar. I was rolling people with that Pokemon.
Yes, I mean, because Cinderace got the new Protean, but I hate. You know what? Let me just bring up an old wound. I hate how they changed Protean.
You know,
That's just my pain.
I know this game's go. Oh yeah, and then there was this at the end of the trailer.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so that's how you're gonna level up your trainer card instead of like filling out the Pokedex with meaningless tasks.
I'm glad they went to the future instead of the past because I wasn't a big fan of the past stuff.
I was, because it's like it's cool to see how Spear Pillar got like that. It was cool to see like the actual stuff that's mentioned in like the Dex lore happen. Like
It's weird to see that you get
in the
Isekai.
Canaleve library, like you know what, the quest where you have to catch Manaphy and Fion in Legends Arceus.
John, I didn't get that far in that game. I tried
Oh.
my hardest. I tried my hardest. I couldn't do it.
Well, the side quest is it's a side quest. Let me just see how I can explain it. So, Canaleve Library, it mentions like 3 Pokemon going to this certain part of like the sea, and then it caused Manaphy and Fion to appear, and it was like a Pokemon with a load of spikes, a Buizel, and a Mantike. And you finally got to see what that Pokemon with the load of spikes was. That was Overquill, the Quillfish evolution.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I like how they would reference the lore they set in their games. That was a big part of Legends Arceus to me. That's and then like seeing all the stuff of Spear Pillar and like how it got destroyed and what the statues really were, and it was all the noble Pokemon, including the Sui forms. That was cool. Also, just giving us certain PTSD with something I'm not going to mention.
Typhlosion.
We're not covering that. That was Kanto propaganda.
Sure.
In the Kanto Johto war.
That's just what a Jodist would say.
Oh, here we fucking go. Okay,
that's just what a Jodist would say.
That's it. I'm on my way over.
Bring it.
I'm gonna clip your freaking toenails.
Please do. I need it done. I'll plant my Kanto flag proudly outside of my house.
You fucking Gen 1er.
The sad part is I'm not even. You know I'm a Hoenn boy.
I know you're a Hoenn guy. Like, I'm a Unova guy.
I'm a Hoenn boy. True and true.
Yeah. Oh, and as of 44 seconds ago, Meowscarada has gone live.
Let's go. Well, good luck on your Meowscarada raid, John.
Let me just see, because what is... can you pull that up? I want to see the Terra type. I want to see if I have something that can just destroy it real quick. Oh, they're just grass. Oh, that's cake. That's cake, baby.
I don't even have anything for those, dude.
Okay, let's see. So you're looking at Grass Dark. It's gonna have Grass Dark moves. It has the move that always crits. Just get a bulky ass thing, and that
None
can
of my
kill
Pokemon were trained for raids.
I could have sworn you had some stuff.
No. I got frustrated with the training system and just couldn't do it because
I mean, the training system is just buy a shitload of vitamins anymore.
I know. But I had to like reset some of the IVs on my Pokemon. And they didn't make berries readily available in that game for whatever reason, so I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, yeah, that's where like the Mochi game, because it gives you like stat clearing Mochi. That came in handy, but like I would always just catch something fresh if I really needed it. I mean it's a psychic. Oh, no, it's a psychic type. I can't bring that in. That would be dumb. Oh, did you get your shiny Rayquaza when that event popped?
No.
Oh, rip.
Dude, I haven't paid any. This is the first time I've paid anything attention to Pokemon in like months, dude. I've been doing a lot of Digimon. I've been doing a lot of, writing for a future project that will show up on this channel.
No, that's correct.
I think it's gonna be a fun. It's a tabletop game. I think it's gonna be a little fun. Which I gotta talk to you with after recording. But yeah, hopefully this game is good, man. Yeah, I really hope so. I'm excited for it, regardless.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I do have something ready for this.
Can I borrow it?
My Heatran from my first playthrough of Legends Arceus.
Can I borrow that?
Possibly. Hell, you just want to link and just bring a fire type with you?
Dude, my Switch is dead, and then it's probably gonna have to go through updates and everything. I haven't turned my Switch on in about 4 months, maybe 5.
Give item to hold. I better have an extra freaking thing in here. Because when I did my thing, I forgot so many items came off, and I was like going in. I'm like, why am I not gaining any? No!
My Switch was so dead. My 3DS was stuck to it.
Oh, holy shit, man.
Well, John, what are your final thoughts before we let this run on too long?
I can't wait to see more. I want to see if we're going to get new megas, Justice for Flygon. Yeah, I just want to know what to expect. What?
I just read a really troubling headline.
Oh no, what'd you read?
I'll tell you after the podcast. It's sports related.
All right, well, I've been Scruffy.
So my final thoughts are, John can't wait to see more. I'm going to say I need to see more. I kind of, not to be the Debbie Downer of the group here, but I walked in expecting nothing. I got something, so I'm pleasantly surprised.
I mean, starter comp. Oh yeah, actually, last question. What do you think of the starters?
2 Gen 2 Pokemon was weird.
And
Tepig, so I'm probably going to pick Chikorita.
I mean, because like the big rumor
I like Totodile, but I'm
the big rumor coming from the trailer is Chikorita is eventually going to be, well, Colossian Meganium is going to be Grass Fairy. Because it gets a move as a Chikorita that it doesn't usually have.
Well, like I said, I'll probably pick Chikorita. I mean, I wasn't the biggest Emboar fan. Either I had that Emboar that you guys got all mad at when we used to battle.
Yeah, screw off.
Totodile was always my boy, but I don't need a Feraligatr. So I'm probably gonna pick
what type? I think it might end up being Water Psychic, because in that Feraligatr raid, it would use a lot of Psychic Fangs.
I want it to be water. You know what would be cool? I want it to be water in like a new type. Yeah, look, there it is. Disarming Voice.
Yep, there it is. That's where the rumor stems from, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I guess like water electric would be kind of cool.
Water electric would be pretty cool.
For Emboar, what is he normal? Firefighting?
Yeah. Fire Dark.
No,
Fire Dark.
Not again. No more Fire Dark Pokemon.
Yes. Make it another Incineroar.
I want to say...
Call it Incineroar.
Yo, Fire Steel.
Fire Steel would be... Well, I'm about to use a Fire Steel type. I'm going into the raid, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, good luck in your raid. I'm going to read you this headline after we get off. He's been Scruffy. I'm silent. Thank you for watching. What did we call this? What was it? Catch 'em Some? The Catch 'em Some podcast?
Yeah, Catch 'em Some, I guess.
That's probably taken somewhere. But thanks for watching our reaction, guys.
Yep. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
He said it best.
Yep.